Hello, thank you for inviting us. Short introduction, I'm in the Ministry of Finance already from 2000 and also dealing with the accession of OECD in years 2008 until 2010. So have been dealing with those issues quite a lot of time already. So I give also a short preview how our organization looks like. So we have this dual model, coordinating unities, Ministry of Finance, and we have at the same time 4 SOEs to cover. And currently we assist also the nomination committee. And then line ministries have those other companies. And from organizational point of view, how many people they have concentrating on owners' duties is also shown on this table. And this is maybe one of the challenges also in the future, that we currently have only 26 active SOEs, additionally quasi-companies, foundations, and State Forest Management Center. But in near future, we will have 23 SOEs which are acting, because we are currently in the process where one is in the privatization process and 2 are last week decided to be liquidated, actually. And to have also better understanding of those companies, then as in Latvia, also we have this one big giant Estonian energy, Eesti Energia, which takes half of the volume. And from this slide, there is also a good picture about the volatility of energy prices and market. So in 2022, we had very good profits in this sector, but this year, unfortunately, I mean 2023, when the prices went down, then the company had a big loss also because of the revaluation of the assets. But coming back to the reforms, then I thought, what is the timeline for recent reforms? When I started already in 2000, then maybe one important point was 2010, when we joined the OECD, and one topic was, let's say, problematic, that was still also after the accession in reviewing process, and this was the transparency of the nomination of supervisory board members. And we had to report until 2018 to get also this topic from the table. And that we got thanks to the nomination committee, which was formed in 2017. And before that, the ministers or ministries nominated all the supervisory board members. After this nomination committee started, the committee will makes proposals to the ministry based on competences and the, let's say, needs of the companies. And then the minister decides whether he or she accepts those candidates or not. If not, then the committee has to propose new candidates. Yes, this helped us in the OECD to let's say, have no additional topics that need to be evaluated. But as we saw that the governance models and not requirements, but guidelines are evolving during the time, then the next step was in 2020 when we also made the ownership policy approved by the government. Before that, we had already from 1995 a special law for state participation in enterprises. We have several times amended it. One biggest amendment was in connection with the accession to OSD in 2010, and the latest version is in force from 2022, when we had added also into the law that all the SOEs have to have owners' expectations. Some of those were prepared already in 2014. The first was for the Estonian energy. And yes, from regulation side, those owners' expectations have to be revised every 3 years, not every month. There were some smaller changes additionally. Maybe one topic is the transparency and how the companies have to report their financial results, about their important activities and challenges. We are trying to set the rules as possible similarly to listed companies, but there we make some exceptions for smaller, as you saw from this one previous slide. And we have also very small SOEs with a couple of million turnover annually. Okay, those were the major changes what we have recently, and looking into the future, then one topic that comes every year on the table is the state objectives, whether they are clearly defined in the owner's expectations, whether they are in line with each other, or there are also objectives that are with conflicting interests in one company to offer some public services and earn profits and pay dividends, and those questions might always be in line with each other. And also, the nomination committee makes annually the self-evaluation of supervisory board members, and this question, the clearness of objectives, is one of the questions that has got the lowest points in those reviews. Okay, and the ongoing challenge that has been so far and will be also in the future is the availability of competent supervisory board members. As a small country, we have one topic that if you have a very specific company in some kind of concrete area, then you don't have too many possibilities to include competent people, because mostly they have their own enterprises, and so they might have conflict of interest also with their own companies, and the law doesn't allow such situations. So yes, the nomination committee struggles with finding competent people, and then the next question is whether they are willing to participate in those companies as a supervisory board member, because you have some regulational obstacles, or then you will be a politically exposed person. You have to report to the banks more. This makes their life a little bit harder, and then everyday business harder. And sometimes it's also the question about the remuneration, whether the salary that is offered for the supervisory board members is sufficient to compensate their time and effort. And yeah, maybe the last challenge in the future that we have had on the table every year, actually, the question whether we still need those companies as a state-owned or not. The couple of last coalitions have had also this approach that we have to review the situation, and if possible, and the state interests are not so important anymore in some companies, then we should privatize partly or fully. And this is an ongoing process. As I said, one process is currently ongoing. I hope it will end in this year. And we have a couple of analyses ongoing or tasks from the government to present analysis next year to whether we will go on with additional privatizations or not. Okay, that was my short presentation. And I have those many slides here. We can distribute those later on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tarmo.